Alright, we don't have time to play games. We're doing the intro right now. We're going in, no delay, whatever, blah blah, not waiting until the 20 or 30 second mark. We're going in. There are 7 hours remaining. That's actually a lot more time than I thought we had. I thought I had until like 6. Which, I mean, like I have till 6 personally because I have a lot to do today. But I was like, I'm thinking like, God, I have like 4 hours to make sure that I get this done. So, here we go. It's Top Ride, 8-player Top Ride. Get in. You know, do the stuff. Another Top Ride event. I personally love Top Ride. I've talked about it before. Other people, probably not so much. We're gonna go... I don't know. We'll pick Pink Rocky, because I don't think I've used Rocky before. And we're gonna go... Dude, Rocky Slick? Pink Rocky, Pink Slick? It makes sense. It's logical. Bella, how you doing? Bella, I just changed your name in the Discord server and gave you a nickname because you keep changing your fucking name all the time. Oh god, this might not work as well as I think it will. But yeah, Bella, what's up? How you doing? What are you walking to? Dude, I wish I could see my speed because Rocky is actually, like, this is insanely fast. Oh god, the drill fucked up everything. Oh god, the drill fucked up everything. Yeah, this gives me flavors of, like, Swerve Star. Honestly. It's interesting. Went to Pink Gorilla and found no games of interest. That happens. I would imagine something like Pink Gorilla. So, like, I have a local GameStop, or, not GameStop, Game Shop that's close to me. It's called, Level 7 Games. A branch just opened, a couple miles out. Like, it's a good 10-minute drive, probably. And I've only been there a couple times, but they... New record. They're a shop that has so much that, they always have, like, something... Oh, that really sucks. They always have something that's really unique, or... Wow, that was a hell of a time save. They always have something that's really unique, or... Can... this is why, by the way, I said that this would probably take forever, because look at this. I've been doing this for 2.5 minutes, and finally we got it going. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this Level 7 Games, they constantly have very unique items, but they also, for the most part, understand what they have and price accordingly. You know what I mean? But I would assume that... Dude, I just got cucked! I would assume that a place like Pink Gorilla probably has the same kind of things, especially given who they are, who owns it. Or not, maybe not who owns it, but who is most known for working and going there. You know, people like Metal Jesus and Kelsey Lewin and all that stuff. This is fucking chaotic. I love this. This rocks. So Level 7 is probably in the same boat, in that they probably have a lot of interesting stuff, but like things that you can't either buy or just, you know, don't have interest in at this moment. Dude, it's so bullshit because of... Dude, when you get hit, you just lose all your momentum. If you had a charge going and you were starting to go in that direction, it is just completely cut. It's actually crazy. I really like this. This is super fun, and I think that Rocky Slick is a good combo for this. Dude, that's nutty. I love it. There's a Full Metal TCG game on the DS? What the fuck? I've never heard of that before. That sounds cool as hell. Pink Gorilla has a lot of Pokemon games with but they're triple digits. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's unfortunately how the market is. I mean, even aside from economic factors such as, you know, inflation and people trying to make money, businesses have to make money too, you know? But even aside from all that, like, people keep buying Pokemon games for these prices. And I can't fathom or understand why. So because of that, they just, I mean, that's the going rate for them. That could have been faster. Oh well. Damn it! That was close. I really wanted to set that record. Oh well. Maybe I still will. Everybody's quick spinning. I'm frozen! That sucks. Complete a lap without touching the heart. Wow, that's interesting. Dude, this is so chaotic. It's actually kind of awesome. I couldn't move, dude! Fucking Slickstar. Nice. The top-down racing game, there's a couple. There's Wacky... Actually, is Wacky Racers... I think Wacky Racers is a little more isometric. Yeah, Wacky Racers is more isometric than that. I actually don't know. At least I don't think I do. At least off the top of my head. Like, I admittedly am still waking up, but also NES just doesn't interest me that much as a console. What in the hell was that? Fire. Sleep. That sucks. I mean, you would think that, Bella, but it could, you know... Well, for Pokemon, it might not do the opposite. Like, when the Battle Network games got their re-release a couple years ago... Wow, that was almost sub 14. The prices of the Battle Network games shot up tremendously. For Pokemon, they could come down because they'll be a lot more accessible. But it's really not about the compatibility, honestly. It's the fact that people want physicality. And especially because everybody is a fucking collector this day and age, like... It's just... Like, as a collector, sometimes there's things where it's like you feel like it has to be part of your collection because everybody has it. And Pokemon's one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, everybody has this, I gotta have it too. And that's partially because people that are new to collecting... What? Why? Go, dude! What the hell happened? Dude, I'm so mad. Yeah, sometimes it's just one of those things where people gotta have it. And again, it's the physicality of it for the most part, I feel like. Because Fire Red and Leaf Green being able to connect to home isn't gonna do anything. It'll be nice for the people that, you know, want that to happen. But when you already look at the massive sequence of events you need to bring something from Game Boy Advance Fire Red and Leaf Green to home, you'll see that it'll have no bearing on it. Because in order to bring something from Fire Red and Leaf Green to home, you already need 4 other generations of games and 2 other consoles. That would have been nice. I'm just gonna let this run for a bit. There's nothing... What am I doing? Turbo GT for the Atari? I mean, I'd buy that. Why are you collecting trainer cards? I mean, that's interesting, but like, what brought that on? Also, is it just any set, or is it like just whatever you get your hands on? Okay, see, this is kind of what I was afraid of. What do you mean playable in the future? I thought that... I thought Pokemon really only had what Magic would consider standard as the playable format. Does Pokemon have other formats that gets played? Or is it just because like the standard format is what's most popular? Because people, you know, you're buying the most recent cards and whatnot.
Sleep.
Come on, we need 2 more players. Okay, cool. Thank God.
Three, two, one, start.
Oh God.
Whistle.
Did it too early.
Sword. Plasma.
Dude, I got stuck as soon as I was about to boost. That sucks. Okay, 4th is alright, I'll take that. For this whack-ass combo, I'll take it. Can you use the previous print of it if it gets a reprint, though? Like in standard? Nice, 2 more checkboxes down. I gotta try and get this, that would be awesome. Matroid is a pretty good username. Dude, that black and white marks is so cool. I really, really like that, honestly. Only getting foil cards for items. Nice for the flex. It is part of a trading card game. Trading card game. To get shiny, you know, cards for the flex. You mean reverse foils, right? That was interesting. No, I was hoping it would open, but I was too early actually. No, I got locked in, dude. That's terrible. I'm doing terrible. No, I'm going backwards because I hit the corner. That's so shameful, dude. Okay, I'm changing rides after this. This is going terribly. I did it again. I can't deal with the Slick Star, dude. It's so hard to use. 7th. God, get me out of here. I don't even want to look at that. Matches played now, total 300. Okay, I'll stick to Rocky, but I'll use something like, how about Wheelie Scooter? That could actually be goated.
Three, two, one, start! Cutter!
Damn it. I almost thought about backtracking for that, but nah, it's not worth it. Damn it, dude, I didn't have the speed.
Sleep!
If I had the speed for that, that would have been perfect, but I did not. Okay, tell me how I didn't get UFO from that. What? What the hell are people doing? Everybody's sleepy and just going around. Whatever, I need these points. I gotta make sure that... What am I looking at? A communication error has occurred. I get no points. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Appreciate that. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, that's gonna make a hell of a BRB screen. Okay, chat. Let's see what's around us in Pokemon Go really quick. Did you get any Staryu for the Staryu event? Oh. There is a Shadow. Oh, that's a Crest. Okay. Shadow Cresselia. Don't really care about that. That wheelie scooter, or wheelie bike looks tricked out. From JC.
3, 2, 1, start!
I think I'm pressing go too late on, or rather, I guess letting go. I think I'm letting go of my boost too late for the countdown. Chariots still the goat, what can I say? Yeah, I saw them. They were all riding chariots. Chariots goated, dude. In fact, fuck it. Give me my chariot. Chariotto! Damn, look at that wing star. That looks cool. Right.
Sword! Sword!
The background of this level is cool, honestly. I haven't really given it much much of a look.
Drill!
I can't lose drill, I guess. Or maybe I could, never mind.
Cutter! Bomb! Three, two, one, start! Fighter! Cutter!
That could be a fastest lap.
Drill! Plasma!
That one could be, but I feel like I handled that weirdly because of plasma. Like, drill was super good, but the plasma after that, I was kind of... No, dude! I was holding on to in case I needed it. Barely skirted across that. Third is okay. I really think that one lap was played kind of poorly. If I played that a little bit better, I could have gotten probably second or first. Hey Peters, what's up? How you doing? How was the movie? How did you enjoy Scary Movie, what is it, 6? Oh, this one again?
Fighter! Flash!
Choked it. Whatever. Alright, we got 5 people so far, though, and that's good enough for me. There might be an impromptu chill Hyper Beam tonight. It kind of depends. I have a lot to get done. Like, I want to stop streaming around, like, 6. Absolutely no later than 7. I fucking did it again. Because I have a lot of picking up and stuff to do before the work week starts. So I might start an impromptu little Hyper Beam depending on how I feel. But probably not, honestly. This is a real short weekend, honestly. I gotta say, like, the fact that it's already halfway through Sunday is messing me up because I feel like the work week was forever and a day long.
Three, two, one, start!
I forgot about that booster. I was too busy getting Star Trails. Dude, I am getting beat up. If there were HP bars in this mode, oh my god. Oh my god, dude, that was so close. Fuck off. Oh, Scary Movie isn't even out yet. Okay, that makes sense. Apparently, people really like the new Backrooms movie. I don't think I care very much, but that's cool.
Three, two, one, start!
Wait. How did that guy get that before me?
Fighter!
That sucks so bad. Dude, I just lost all my momentum.
Wheel!
Yeah, that gust of wind doesn't seem to be propelling me as much as it used to. I don't know if I'm just wrong about that. I might be just wrong about that. But that felt that didn't feel as good as it normally did. Brodavia back at it again with the random car. Or machine, I should say. We got All Might here again. All Mighto. Well, I hate to tell you, but yesterday was not Friday. But I get what you mean. I really don't think you're playing gachas in the right way, Peters. It seems like you are literally always trying to get the newest character in whatever gacha you're playing. I really think you need to take a step back from that and think if you really want the character or if you're just trying to have everything because it's the next thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I totally get new toy syndrome, but like, take a step back and think if you really need that unit.
3, 2, 1, start!
And I don't just mean for Fire Emblem, but like also Genshin and Honkai and whatever else you play. Genuinely consider if you really want that character and try to save up so that way, you know, you aren't constantly grinding or even worse, you know, putting money down. Because, I mean, you're not going to get all the characters. You're just not. Dude, that swiping laser sucks. No, I was in first for a minute moment of time. Well, I still got second. Yeah, something I'm not doing, I've been conscious of this for a little bit. Something I need to do more is I actually just need to use those quick stops more for turning. I'll try to do that this time, actually. But yeah, like I was saying, Peters, yeah, like the way that I feel like you're interpreting Faye is a little too problematic. Like I was saying, what was it, Friday night? I could probably come back to the game after months of not playing, nor having any of the new characters, and probably handle endgame content perfectly fine because 1, of knowledge, 2, because of the characters I've already amassed and worked on, and 3, tactics. Like, that's what makes Faye so good, is you really don't need every character. As a matter of fact, in no gacha do you need every character. Except for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, but that thing's dead. And because of how that game was structured, you didn't technically need every weapon for every character. But, like, seriously, think about it and reevaluate. Wow, that completely fell apart at the end. Aside from that fucking disaster that I just put on display, what a way to win. What a way to end this out was to completely fumble at the end. Because I'm sitting here chatting. Anyway, that's cool. But, yeah, seriously, like, older characters get refines. There's, you know, dancers with unique buffs that don't even really get fully replicated until, like, years later. And even then when they do, dancers always have a place. You know, there's characters with duo skills that can really turn the tide of battle, and there's all sorts of repeat duo skills, like, You really don't need the next character anywhere near as often as you think you do. No, you're literally saying the opposite as to what I'm saying. I'm saying you explicitly don't need to constantly do that. Like, I haven't even taken a look at Roy, and I can guarantee you that, yeah, he's probably amazing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's an emblem. They're always amazing. But you probably would have been fine without him if you already had some decent characters to begin with. Because I know you've got a good roster of characters. You've been playing for a while. Like, you can't not. But if you're relying strictly on the strength of the next character to beat some mission, and you just don't have a solid team that you can constantly use, you either need to get better as a player or well, you need to get better as a player by either learning team comp or learning how to be more tactful. Because it is that kind of game. It is not just, that's fucking cool! Oh my god, dude. Celavori Calicos Vampire Star? Bella, are you still here? Because Fire Emblem Heroes is that game. If you... I will tell you right now, Peters, there are people that make YouTube videos and have been for years of 1, 2, 3-star characters. They don't even give out the 1 or 2-star characters anymore that have been somewhat invested in and clean up. Like, we're talking like 3-star plus 10s that, you know, have been buffed as far as they can, but maybe they're Gen 1 or 2 units, and you just give them the right skills and they do perfectly fine. Like, you don't need extreme preferential weapons or the A skills that do like 40 things if you have a really good strategy and good support. That is why dancers are so good. Like, the one thing that I will always say to go for are dancers, because refreshers have just, they always get better. They always get good and they are always the best supports, but they don't come out that often, which is why they're good. Whereas the next big Omni tank unit always comes out, or the next big sword DPS always comes out. Like, they're not even a dime a dozen, they're a dime a million at this point. So like, if you're gonna try and get more units, Krusty the Clown, invest in Krusty the Clown here. If you're gonna try and get new units, go for those refreshers, go for those dancers, the support units, even the healers, because they get more interesting skills that help everyone, whereas the sword masters and any other next one-shot unit that like relies on a special or whatever, they come out like every other banner. Anyway, what doesn't have a skin associated with it? Do I have a skin for the Flight Star, the Prototype Star? It's not your style since you want to brute force your way through story chapters and paralogs with one unit. That is the absolute... You know what? I'm gonna outright say it. You are playing the game wrong. That is absolutely the wrong way to play the game. If you want to do that, then not only are you going to be constantly pulling for the next character every month, you also need to have all of those refreshers that I was just talking about, and then also still have the wherewithal to understand where you're putting them and why. So you are actively playing the game the hardest way possible by not learning the game. You have to learn the game to play the game that way, and if you aren't understanding of that, then you're just going to keep struggling. It's just not a game that you can do that. It's not a button masher like Genshin where you can just switch to some unit like What's the cook girl where she just puts like fire fields down or whatever? Or no, that's Bennett. Either way, you're not gonna be able to go through and just like put some passive effect on a field down, and then just get like elemental reactions to combat your lack of DPS. Like you have to be tactful. Fire Emblem is a strategy game. It is not unga bunga, send armor unit out and win. Usually. That's a cool one. Oh, that one is really cool. And also, there's not even, we haven't even talked about the fact that there's offensive, or like there's enemy phase and player phase skills. And if you really want to do that, you kind of have to lean towards one or the other for the most part. That's a cute Sprigatito one. Like, genuinely, try and learn the game if you're gonna play it. I can deal with the fact that you won't bother learning set building or even trying to get skills on a set. Like I can deal with Monster Hunter and how you approach that game because you're at least good enough at action combat to offset that. But now that's just being nonsensical, honestly. This is a cool one. I'm pretty sure I've already got a couple. This one's cool because it's not just Mithra, it looks more like or like Mithra Pirate. It looks like what is it fucking called? What is her mech called? I can't remember what her mech is called for some reason. But it looks more like that. Scion? Is that what it is? I think it's Scion. You get that a lot. I mean, dude, like, I'll keep it a buck. You can get, like, here's the thing about Monhun, and what bugs the hell out of me about it, is the fact that you can layer armor. So just make the set, you don't even have to be good at set building, just make the full set of, like, Rathalos or whatever that gives something like attack medium, and then just layer on whatever armor you want on top of it, so that way you at least have a skill going in. It bugs me to no end that you don't do that, but even aside from all that, like, comparing it to Faye is like, you're just actively not trying to play the game. And that's what I want to draw the comparison to, is the fact that, like, you really gotta understand what you're doing to be not to be good, but to have a deep understanding and, well, yeah, to be good, quite frankly. Skills are good, but if you want to do, like, speedrun times and stuff like that, your set matters a lot. Do I have a Turbo Star? I don't know if I have a Turbo Star. No, I do have a Turbo Star. I don't think I have a Rocket Star.
Air Ride.
Let me see what, okay, Slick Star. Appropriate. Slick, Battle Chariot. Paper. And that's it. Slick, Paper, and Chariot are the only ones that don't have. Can I look for a Dragoon and Hydra? Can you even customize those? Okay. No, you can't. Okay. Let's go for Battle Chariot. I feel like this is an underrepresented one. That's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, while we're looking at cars, that wasn't to attack you or anything, Peters. It's just to make you understand that, like, games have a lot more going on than just what tactic you want to try and do or whatever. It's like going into Kingdom Hearts and just pressing attack instead of, like, actually, you know, equipping skills or trying to have some sort of strategy. Like, it does matter, especially for a long-running game, if you're playing it for a long while. It matters a lot to try and understand it, not just to be better at the game, but to really, you know, be versed. So I urge you to consider it. You don't gotta, but I will say the more you bitch about stuff, the more I'm gonna bitch back to you about it, because you're doing it to yourself. That's the best way I can put it. That's sick looking. The fact that the battle chariot has so much wheel, it really means you can't do a ton with it, huh? Like, look at this. These mirrors don't even make any sense. They would just reflect most of the wheel. Is that the tick? Holy shit! That's cool, but I don't think it's worth 40,000 points. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's neat. It's like the, what is it called? The Mario Dasher, I think? Okay, that's it. Alright. That leaves 2 cars left without any cosmetics applied to them. And we'll probably do that more next time. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick BRB because I don't have a ton of time to stream, and I wanted to go ahead and do some more Pokopia stuff. So let's go ahead and switch to that. I'm going to step aside for a minute. You guys sit tight. And as far as the YouTube side goes, Bella, I don't know if you're still there. I will have a new YouTube link with the new stream. But I'm going to go ahead and get that set up and be right back.